Okay, I was thinking we could do brick roads and bicycles, um or concrete roads and bicycles, because that's what I understand. They do rock roads. I know that, but I'm thinking better is a brick road, which they had when I was down in Mexico. I went to Guadalajara, and they had brick roads. Um, and I think you can drive cars on them. I'm not sure, but I know you could bicycle on them. Um, or concrete. I know they put concrete in the asphalt roads at the stoplights to help support. So you could make concrete roads. And if they could do something like that, maybe they could save on money where they make so many asphalt roads. And instead of making the roads so big, maybe they could make them narrower and lower the speed limits on them to where they didn't have to do so much cost of materials for the roads. Because they probably spend, I don't know how much money you would spend on a road, probably quite a bit. If you have a dirt road, you don't spend hardly anything. And so that's a possibility too, is to have dirt roads. That is something I was thinking of. I'm trying to, I think the government should try to save money on building stuff. And I think the roads are a major expense. Um, and I think that they could possibly narrow the roads and lessen the roads, make them dirt and brick and concrete and things that are cheaper, hopefully cheaper than the asphalt roads they're using. I don't know anything about it. I think that you can ride a bicycle down a dirt road. I think you can ride a bicycle down any kind of sidewalk. Um, but I think that the roads could be maintained less than they're having to be because they're so big and extreme. I think everything is too extreme. I think you can live in a shed and be happy on your own land. And instead, we live in like apartments and houses. And my mom's house, for instance, the maintenance on it is high because it's a 2-story house. And the maintenance would not be there if you built a shed. There would be no maintenance basically, because you could just replace the whole shed when your shed fell apart, which it probably wouldn't do because it's not likely to have a leak. It's not likely to, it's not likely to, it's because it's so small, it's not likely to fall apart. And if it does, you can just replace it easily. And I'm into stuff that's easy to do and easy to replace, like the road system that could be brick. Um, that's clay or concrete. So, but yeah, so that's what I've been thinking about lately. Those are my ideas. Um, I have new ideas like every day, but I don't know how to handle them properly to basically to develop to I'm not a good developer because like I bought a piece of land, a small piece of land, but I can't put a shed on it because I would have to have a car. So I would need a car to drive to and from there. That would be the first thing I would need. A car to drive to and from Walmart and McDonald's and places like that that are close by where the piece of land that I bought. Um, but I would need a car because the closest thing is 15 miles away. So that's not that close. Um, it's not too far away, but it's not that close either. Um, I could maybe do it with a bicycle and a shed. Live there with a bicycle and a shed, which I would love to do. Um, but I'd have to get there by taking a bus and a taxi cab to, and I don't know if a taxi cab would let a bicycle be inside their taxi cab. I'd have to get a taxi van, a bus and like a taxi van, or rent a van or rent a car. I'd have to rent a car, get on a bus and rent a car to get a bicycle there. But I could do it. It's an 8 hours drive away, but from where I live. And I'm not planning on doing it anytime soon, but yes, I could do it. Um, and I could travel by way of bike. Um, but yeah, so that's what I've been thinking of anyway, is like brick roads and lessening stuff down because people are being eaten alive by cost and roadways are expensive and all these shops and whatnot are expensive. So to have a place that's half an hour away or 15 minutes away from Walmart or McDonald's is not that bad. Um, it may be considered rural or country or whatever you want to call it, but it's really not that bad. Um, I don't know how to go about this because I've always lived in the city where there's a bus right around the corner and you can walk to the bus stop from your apartment or your house. I've always lived in the city and I'm trying to live in the country more so, where in nature, in a forest area, but people think I'm stupid because I don't want the maintenance on a house. But I'm not stupid. I could get a shed and a bicycle and be okay. But I would have to get a toilet and a shower or a running water, which is doable because utility company is there. It's got access to utilities. But anyway, that's what I've been up to, thinking about, and in my life, what I've been thinking about.